So I want to make a very quick recording. Again, I'm still preparing for my video against Islam, right? Again, it's specifically against the Islamic perspective of the crucifixion of Christ. But that's my number one objection against Islam, so I think that's fine. But I want to say this. So I've been reading, listening to a lot of people, prominent people again. And the most popular scene, although he's still dead again, it is Deedat, Zakir, Naik, and a lot of the recent Dawa guys, right? Deedat and Zakir, they don't have the most potent scholarly argument, but they have the most popular view. That if I was a Muslim, I'll just go online, search, and they are the ones I'll see. And the argumentation can be put in twofold, okay? The most strongest objection to the crucifixion is that Christ, prior to his death, spoke about resurrection, and the nature to which he spoke about the resurrection is in the manner of which, like, if people are resurrected, they become angelized. So we have in the book of Luke that the Sahindrin or the Pharisees, they came, the Jews came to Christ, right? The Jews came to Christ, right? And they were asking him that there's a woman who has been married to 7 brothers in succession, who would have her on the day of resurrection. Jesus said that, like, nobody would have her because they would be like angels, not giving into marriage or marrying themselves. And also the Apostle Paul, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, speak about the fact that for those of us who have been resurrected, we are going to get a spiritual body. Now the assumption he weeds, or they weed into that, is that because the Bible speak of the spiritual body, let us go to that side first. It therefore means that we become a spirit, right? Again, that is an unnecessary leap. There are so many occurrences of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 1, Galatians chapter 5 verse 1, even in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, he speak about the person who is spiritual, the person therefore who is giving himself in. It doesn't denote in any way that it is a spirit, but that's even beside the point. We go much more into that in the video. But then the objection I want to bring is, what if it means that it's a spirit? That is, it knows that if it is a spirit, it cannot be touched or felt or something. That is an unchristian and understanding, an unbiblical understanding of what it means to be a spirit. Angels are said to be spirit. God is said to be a spirit. When God was appearing to the people of Israel in the Old Testament, and these people were supposed to approach God, although God was a spirit, they felt the presence of God. There's no way they could have just went and passed through God. There's no way they could have just felt or unfelt God if they stretch forth their hands. It is an unbiblical way of thinking, actually. And again, look at the passage we cited in Luke, right? When they came to ask him, say, who among them would have the wife as something in the resurrected state? And Christ said that none of them, they will be like the angels. And the argument will be like, therefore Jesus will be angelized. But the fact that Jesus is angelized doesn't imply that Jesus is non-corporeal. It doesn't have form, it doesn't have matter. Or the fact that we will be angelized when we resurrect doesn't mean that we don't have form or matter. We see so many times of angels appear in the scripture, and not once did someone ever pass through an angel. There's always an interaction there. Even when they visited the likes of Abraham, right, when they're going to destroy the place where Lot was, they ate with Abraham and co. We have people fighting with angels, contending with angels in scripture. Again, the whole idea therefore of being a spirit, therefore you are like air, people can pass their hand through you. And the whole idea of being an angel, therefore people can pass through you, is not scriptural, it is unbiblical, and it is a facade, right? I don't think I can address this particular part, but I will address the spiritual part more when the Bible speak about the fact that we be spiritual. What does it entail in the video that I intend to do? But there's something short I wanted to share. We wait for Saturday for the actual video. But that's a